everyone, this is Dalene Barton from naturalfertilityinfo.com, and I'm going to talk to you today about the importance of making smart choices when choosing to combine fertility herbs and medications. This includes medications that perhaps you're already taking for other health conditions, but this also includes fertility medications. So, a report that came out from the CDC in 2004 showed that the average American takes 12 prescription drugs each. So we want to be really smart if we're taking prescription medications, or even if we're taking over-the-counter medications regularly, that we are going to be safe in choosing to use fertility herbs and supplements for our natural fertility journey. Okay, so 5 tips to being really smart about your choices. Number 1, research the herbs that you want to take. Talk to your doctor. Find a naturopath or herbalist in your area so that you can make a really smart plan. A lot of doctors, they don't know a lot about herbs, and a lot of naturopaths and herbalists don't know a lot about medications. So if you can have clear communication with the two, do your own research with books or online, then perhaps you will be able to come up with a really smart choice for taking fertility herbs and doing a natural fertility plan if you are also taking medications or planning on taking any sort of fertility medication in the future. Or perhaps you're going to switch over from fertility medications to taking herbs. So doing that research. Number 2, make a 3 to 6 month plan. So you're going to plan ahead. Once you've compiled all this information and you feel comfortable about your choices, write it all out. Write out your goals, write out the herbs you're going to take and any medications, and make sort of a timeline of when they can be started, stopped, and what your overall goal is. So perhaps you are preparing for IVF, so you're going to prepare your body for 3 to 6 months in advance of IVF before beginning medications for that procedure. Perhaps you are already on a natural fertility plan and you feel like it's just not working for you and you would like to start something like Clomid. So when to stop the herbs before doing the Clomid, and then when maybe to pick up those herbs again if that's not working out for you, or you just want to boost your overall nutrition. Okay, so we're going to make a plan. 3, never combine herbs for fertility with fertility medications. The main reason for this is it's just unsafe. We don't know the safety of every herb, especially ones that have an indirect effect on hormones, and then you're taking hormones as well. Usually when you are taking medications for fertility, you have a lot of emotion, time, perhaps money, and a goal invested in using these medications. You do not want to risk or affect the outcome or the effectiveness of those medications for what your goal is. You would feel really awful if you messed up your IVF cycle, for example. So being really smart, because those herbs can affect how those medications are working in your body. 4, give your body a break. So 2 weeks to a month at least before using fertility herbs and then fertility medications. So this includes if you're going to use a stim cycle like Clomid or Provera, or IVF medications, hormone replacement therapy, or birth control. So you need to give your body a break from one to the other. So say you were taking fertility herbs and you're planning to take fertility medications. You need to stop the fertility herbs 2 weeks to 1 month before you begin the fertility medications, and vice versa. And then 5, do not exceed the dosage for any sort of herbs or medications ever. That's pretty general. I think though, with medications we know that we don't want to overdose, so we don't want to take a whole bunch of them. But with herbs, we tend to think, oh, well, they're just a plant, they're a food. But actually, if you exceed the suggested maximum dosage, you could become really sick or mess up your menstrual cycle, or you just need to really stick within that dosage. A lot of people tend to think that, oh, if I take more, I'm going to get better and faster results, and that's just not true. Those suggested dosages are there for a reason. Those are what have been found to be the most effective and safest for use. So now on to our most popular questions on the subject. So, okay, 1, I already take medications for fertility. Is it okay to take fertility herbs at the same time? So we already kind of covered that, and the answer across the board is no. Please do not combine any herbs for fertility with fertility medications. Next, is it okay to use fertility herbs on a day that I'm not using fertility medications? So for example, the most common question is, I'm going to take Clomid for 5 days, and then can I begin my fertility herbs again the day after I'm not using the Clomid? No. It's best to be safe and to not take any fertility herbs during a cycle that you are using any sort of medication for fertility. So you would want to wait to use fertility herbs or supplements the cycle after you are not taking any fertility medications. Next, can I combine medications for other health conditions with fertility herbs? This really depends on the medication you are taking, the health condition that you have, and the fertility herb. This is where you want to have open, clear communication with your doctor and an herbalist or a naturopathic doctor so that you can make a really smart choice. There's so many different health conditions and so many different medications and so many different herbs, and they all have so many different actions that it's really hard to it's not just cut and dry. We have to really do the research. So I've provided on a link to this article below a general list of fertility herbs that have known reactions with certain medications. Now this may mean that it will either inhibit or lower the effectiveness of the medication that is on that list, or that it will add to it. It will make it worse. It will exacerbate how the medication is working in your body. Either way, that is unsafe. So it really depends. There are a lot of herbs that can be safely combined with medications. It just depends on which one. So making those smart choices. Never ever begin any sort of herbs or supplements if you are taking prescription medications without first checking with your doctor, doing research, and talking to an herbalist or a naturopathic doctor. You just want to be really smart. It's better to be safe than sorry. So if you have any questions, please post them to the comment area below. Please read over the article, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day.